Now, a group of former and current employees at OpenAI, Google, DeepMind, and Anthropic have all published an open letter warning about the lack of oversight in rapidly expanding AI technology. They argue that AI companies have, quote, strong financial incentives to avoid effective oversight. So what could questions about AI safety mean for the sector, which has driven the majority of market gains so far this year? And what does it mean moving forward? For more on this, we are going to welcome Matt Calkins. He is Appian CEO. Matt, thank you so much for joining us. I know that you are hands-on with AI constantly as part of your business, but I do want to get your take on this open letter that we're getting and the implications of it. If employees at these AI firms are already voicing concerns about safety, what does that tell us about the likelihood of continued concerns with regards to AI and the implementation of it in some of the bigger tech firms moving forward here?
I love this letter. I think it was an extremely responsible step, and it's just the sort of thing we need to advance the dialogue about AI. It was pointing out dangers, and we all know there are dangers in AI. It was saying we need regulation, and we do. We need a more mature set of regulations. Europe has taken a step forward, the United States has not. And then third, it was asking for transparency, and I think we do need far more transparency into what's happening inside an AI organization in order that we can all come to grips with the new technology and know how to set the rules.
What stood out to you from the letters? Was there anything that you didn't already kind of price in or know?
Well, look, I think that the letter is focused on a few concerns and maybe not all the concerns. I want us to think broadly about what needs to be regulated in AI. And it's not just the threats that they mention. Fundamentally, it's about whether we can trust AI and whether AI is going to be a partner to us in the way we make decisions as people and as corporations. Right now, AI is a novelty, but we haven't really let it into our home and into our business. And so I love the letter for its transparency, for its regulation. I think those are the right questions to ask. But we need to go a step beyond what's in the letter. We need to put forward guarantees and promises about how AI is going to be a responsible partner to us. And you can start with transparency. I love that. We start with disclosing the data sources that are trained to make an AI algorithm. That's an incredibly good step. But beyond that, we should also be respecting private data. You have to have consent and compensation when you use private information, or personally identifiable information has to be anonymized, and you have to have permission. And there should be protections for copyright information, things like a photograph, a novel, or this morning's New York Times. In order to use that, you should have consent and compensation. Yeah. I've got this core list of 4 things that I think that I'm asking others to join me, because I think this is an important list that'll make AI responsible, and it'll also make it more mature.
Well, Matt, I want to put the list aside for a second, because I'm curious about what the catalyst will be moving forward to create a safer world when it comes to AI's implementation. Do you think that the push for that is going to be able to come from within companies, the push that we're currently seeing, or does it have to come from government, from the public sector?
The government's going to need to regulate because we need to know what the rules are. But AI using organizations, like here at Appian, we use AI. We've been selling it for a decade. We want to be part of the answer. We want to be a constructive player in creating a good AI future. And I think here's what it comes down to. Do you remember when Web 2.0 came along? It was a while ago. Web 2.0 was like the second generation of the internet. It's when it became about you and about us. It was about interacting and offering data back to websites, not just getting it one way. The future of AI is much the same. There's going to be an AI 2.0. And in AI 2.0, it's when we trust it with our data. And when the AI, therefore, can tell us something about ourselves and put its recommendations in context of what it knows about us. In order to get to AI 2.0, we need the trust. We need to know that AI is a good steward of information about ourselves. And for that, we need regulations. We need clarity on what AI's role is. We need to know that the things we tell AI and that it knows about us are protected.
All right, Matt, we're going to have to leave it there, but so appreciate you joining us, and thank you so much for your insights on the path forward here. That was Matt Calkins. He is Appian CEO.